second base. Listen to him roar. Tigers in 4.
Okay, so now they're in the ALCS. But how does a team with 12 straight losing seasons before this year wind up here? Let's go back. In 2002, Dave Dombrowski fired Randy Smith and Bill Gardner. Took over GM duties 6 games into the season. Only current players on the team then, Omar Infante, Brandon Inge, Fernando Rodney, Jamie Walker, and Craig Monroe. More of a meow than a roar. So how do you build a team? You build with arms. Drafted Joel Zumaya, traded for Jeremy Bonderman. Oh, and threw in about Curtis Granderson. January 2003, acquired Nate Robertson for the Marlins. Wouldn't be the last time they go fishing. How'd that all work out? They went 43-1 19. Most AL losses ever. Still plenty of work to do. Before the 2004 season, they went out and got Marcus Tibbs, Carlos Guillen, and netted a pretty big fish with Pudge. We're not there yet. 2004 is still missing something. Finished 18 games under 500, but did pick up Mackler Ordonez and draft Justin Verlander. 2005, not much better. Actually, 2 games worse. Finished 71-91. They did host the All-Star game, which was cool. Only Tiger that played Pudge, but he's there every year. Still need to shake it up. Out goes Alan Trammell. In comes Jim Leland, an old school guy managing a young team. Closed the deal on a closer, and that wasn't the only gamble. Now it's 2006. As for Leland, it didn't take too long for him to get his point across.
If we won, it was okay, and if we lost, it was okay, and that's not good enough. Are there any other questions? If not, I'm done.
How'd the Tigers do after that? Had the best record in baseball for part of the year. Got Sean Casey, lost their last 5 games, settled for the wild card, finished 28 games over 500. Beat the Yankees in 4 games, poured champagne on a cop. Jimmy Leland kissed his wife, kissed his daughter, kissed some guy, got carried off the field. How will it end? We'll find out. It's only game 1. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
I'll guarantee you one thing. This year, where they lost 119, did not go as fast as that piece that you just read, Jeannie. You did a great job. But look at the turnaround from last year to this year. 24-game difference brought in largely by Jimmy Leland and the mindset that he did it in spring training. Dave Dombrowski found out once he had the passion again, once he talked to Leland, he said, you know what, I got to hire this guy. No disrespect to anybody that was there in the past, but Leland, the right guy at the right.
They are revved up on a beautiful baseball night in Oakland, California. A sellout crowd at McAfee Coliseum for Game 1 of this American League Championship Series. Barry Zito and the Athletics set to square off with Nate Robertson and the Tigers. Not many when this season began figured either one of these teams would be here. Therefore, Cinderella has officially arrived in the ALCS. It is an absolutely beautiful night for baseball in Oakland, California. And a sellout crowd on hand at McAfee Coliseum as we're set to begin Game 1 of this American League Championship Series, where, as a wild card, the Detroit Tigers come to town to take on the champions of the American League West, the Oakland Athletics. Hi again, everybody. I'm Tom Brenneman. Welcome, as always, to playoff baseball here on Fox. For each of these teams, it's been a while since they last played in a league championship series. For the Athletics, back to 1992, Tony La Russa was the manager. And for the Tigers, you go back to 1987 since they were last here. But Steve Lyons, up until the last month and a half during the regular year, the Tigers were the best team in all of baseball.
And you know, Tommy, I still think they're the best team in the playoffs, and they're riding a tremendous high right now, coming off of that divisional series win against the Yankees.
Barry Zito staring in, getting a sign from Jason Kendall. Curtis Granderson looks at a fastball low, and we are underway in this American League Championship Series. Popped up. Short left field. Jay Payton coming on to get it. And Granderson retired to begin the game. Our broadcast is available in Spanish by utilizing the SAP button on your television. Chavez, as good as they come at third. And Eric Chavez throws out Polanco. 2 up, 2 down for Zito in the opening frame. 2-2. Zito couldn't find it, then does. Barry Zito. A 1-2-3 opening inning. Nate Robertson will try and answer when he gets the ball when we return. The Game 1 starter is left-hander Nate Robertson, a 13-game winner during the regular year. And his profile brought to you by your Exxon and Mobil retailers.
Much better pitcher than that record indicated, 13-13. Second to none. I mean, he's your Game 1 starter in both series.
And Casey on the right side. And that one is a base hit into left field.
Kilty's sitting on the bench. It can also play in the outfield. And a guy who rates left-handed pitching.
Bouncing ball to the right side. Polanco will get the force out at second base. 1 away, 1 on.
Major league players know when they messed up.
Pulled by a diving Inge into left field. A base hit by Bradley. Hotze advancing on to second.
They pitch and they play deep.
2 on for Thomas. In the air, center field. Granderson a couple of steps back, and he's there for the second out of the inning.
Center field.
1-0 pitch and a bouncing ball at Polanco. He'll go the short way to end the inning. Robertson pitches into trouble and out of trouble. No score at the end of 1. 99 batters during the regular season. Grounded down to third. Wow. Boy, can he pick it. That is some kind of defender, Eric Chavez.
Who are those guys? You're trading for Randy Johnson.
Popped up. Room for Swisher, who played outfield about half the season. And there are 2 away. 300 seasons as a catcher. Slow roller to the left side. And Zito, 6 up and 6 down. Eric Chavez to lead things off for the Athletics in the bottom half of the second inning against Nate Robertson. No score in game 1 of this ALCS. Chavez.
Windows out there.
Over the mound and under the glove of Guillen into center field.
That's how much fun he's having. Even when he strikes out, he's having a good time.
Well, we'll see if he's having fun now. That's strike 3.
Not laughing this time.
Bobby Crosby, their everyday shortstop, out for the year, as is now their second baseman Mark Ellis after getting injured in the division series. This should be 2, and the A's do a lot of that. The inning is over. 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the third in a scoreless game. Loser Jarrett Wright. That ball driven into deep right center field, but room out there for Bradley. 7 up and 7 down for Zito, who's throwing strikes tonight.
And he's well on his way.
Breaking ball, a 2-hopper. Chavez backs up on it and throws out Marcus Timms. That Yankee lineup. Brandon Inge hits one down the left field line. It might have a chance, and it is gone. A home run just inside the fair pole for Brandon Inge. Inge only 2 of 15 in the division series without an extra base hit or an RBI. And he puts Detroit in front 1-0 here in the third.
Inge was pretty frustrated during that division series because he felt like he got pitched so tough. He gets his bat head out on that pitch, a ball up and in from Barry Zito, but he just, man, that's a sweet swing right there. He really got that bat head through and just pulled the ball down the line.
He kept it fair.
And he's so enormously popular with his teammates. That one banged into the right field corner by Granderson. Turns hard on his way to second.
Oh, boy.
Well, he pulled up way too soon from where we sit. That had 3 bases written all over.
Well, he runs so well, and I'm not so sure that Gene Lamont wasn't holding up.
Fastball just missed. Zito wanted the call, did not get it from home plate umpire Jerry Crawford. A 2 on for Sean Casey.
Made him slide step, easier to hit for the hitter.
Breaking ball misses on 3-2, and the Tigers have them loaded for Maglio Ordonez. 4 straight batters have reached against Zito after he retired the first 8 hitters in the game. They're loaded for Ordonez. First pitch swinging. Chavez can't find the handle. And what an inopportune time for a rare error by Eric Chavez. It's 2-0. 2-2. Off the glove of Zito, but right to the second baseman Jimenez, and that'll end the inning. But the Tigers, after 8 in a row were retired, get a solo home run by Inge and tack on 1 more. 2-1 pitch. In the air down the right field line. A long run for Ordonez, but he's there in fair territory. 1 away.
Well, this A's team needed to stay right where they were in the race. They couldn't afford to not have their starting 9 in there.
Kendall takes a walk. First of the game issued by Robertson. To a fielder's choice on a roller to Polanco, his first time up. That one knocked down by the shortstop Guillen, but a tough play. And that will be a hit.
Are you sure?
I'm positive on that one.
A little better left-hand hitter. A little more power.
This should be 2. There's 1. Can they double up Bradley? Yes. The Athletics led the major leagues with 170 double plays this year, and what a big one for Robertson. And Jim Leyland has done the same, taking over this season. Fly ball to deep right center field. Kotsay on the run, and it's gone into right center field by Rodriguez. Rodriguez, his first home run this postseason, and that makes it 3-0 Tigers.
Well, that is when he is at his absolute best. If he's hitting the ball the other way into the right center field gap, in order to do that, you got to let the ball travel into the hitting zone as far as you can. Look at that concentration. That ball's deep, almost at
League Championship Series with the Marlins against the Cubs back in '03. And Zito follows the home run with a walk to Monroe.
Let's see it again. We want to try to show you how far that ball travels into the hitting zone. You can't really hit the ball the other way with any pop at all unless you let the ball get deep into the strike zone. Watch how far this ball travels, almost past him before he's hitting it.
To Chavez, his first time up, hits it right at him again. What a pickup that is, and that is a force out at second, and the throw gets by Swisher. And on his way to second base is Timms.
And there you see the absence of Ellis at second base.
And the inexperience.
It sure is.
That ball driven into deep left center field. On the run is Kotsay, and it bangs off the wall. On his way to second and Inge with a run-scoring double. And the Tigers now lead 4-0. Brandon Inge with a home run and a 2-base hit to drive in another. Right-hander getting ready in the bullpen. Granderson, a roller down to Swisher. That's a second out with Inge advancing 90 feet.
Strike out the second most times in the American League, and they have battled.
Base hit into center field by Polanco. Will bring in Brandon Inge, and it is 5-0 Tigers. And again, Polanco delivers. Nearly a 400 batter during the regular season with runners in scoring position. When he was hurt, the Tigers were down. When he's in a lineup, they're a whole different club. Breaking ball, and that one is dumped in to short right center field. It'll fall in a hit. Polanco making a turn, going to third. And the crowd getting a bit restless, and here comes Ken Maka. He wants to know if Godin is ready. He is ready, and he's coming in. So Barry Zito retired the first 8 batters. Since then, he's given up 5 runs and 7 hits, and he leaves in the 4th. 2-2 to count on Maglio Ordonez. And there's a bouncing ball to Jimenez, which should and will stop the bleeding. 3 runs in the 4th. A home run by Rodriguez. A run-scoring double by Inge. And a 2-out RBI from Polanco. He's behind Barry Bonds. And there's ball 4. Mark Kotsay wearing a microphone for us. Our Fox sounds of the game.
5-0, we're looking good.
In the air, left field, hit pretty well, and back to the wall, and up against the wall is Monroe. And Thomas going to stop at third base. He had to wait to make sure Monroe wasn't going to catch that ball. But here come the Athletics. Second and third, and nobody out. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Robertson. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts by Robertson. 28th pitch of the inning. And it's a 3-2 pitch to Scudero. Strike 3 called on the inside corner at 96 miles per hour.
I want to know what Jim Leyland said to him.
We're back to Oakland after a break from your local Fox station. Sharply hit, down on one knee, the shortstop Scudero. One away, we caught up with Ken.
A problem we've had, but we've had guys on base every inning, so we've had opportunities every inning. We've just got to shut them down here for a couple innings, and hopefully we'll get a big hit and get back into the game.
Give me a guy who plays baseball. Just like Billy Beane said, I was a great athlete. I wasn't a good player.
On the ground down the third. 1, 2, 3 for Mr. Godin. 5-0 Detroit.
Struggled in September, no doubt, but they also played a lot of tighteners, which gets you ready for postseason. Being here.
Ball 4, so Robertson, like the last half inning, has the first 2 aboard to begin this 5th inning. 2-1 on Kotze, and this will be another double play ball.
Strong throw to first base, picture perfect double play.
Now runner at third with 2 men out, and that one lined into left center field. A diving attempt. Did Monroe get it? He did. So for the second straight inning, the A's put the first 2 on and failed to score. Bradley hit it right on the nose, but the Tigers flash in the leather here tonight in Game 1. And 2 to count. And Marcus Timms in there, strike 3. Well, Lou, let me ask you this. You know, we asked Ken.
His quickest way to the big leagues, but as soon as he got an opportunity to go somewhere else and play a different position, he was happy.
Off the end of the bat, it'll fall in front of Bradley. The 3rd hit of the night for Brandon Inge. So more hits and 3 at-bats in Game 1 of this LCS. Season, Kennedy has not started a game. On the ground, a Swisher, and nobody's home. Very, very sloppy baseball by the Oakland Athletics tonight here in Game 1 of this League Championship Series. There they go. And a slow roller. They'll stay out of the double play. And there you see one of the many reasons about starting runners and then having guys that can put the bat on the ball.
Well, that
1-1. Came with a fastball, and it's on the ground to the shortstop Scudero. And Casey, he's limping up to first. We'll take a look at Casey when we come back. As Carlos Guillen takes over at first base. First pitch swinging, Frank Thomas in the short left field. Unable to come get it, Craig Monroe.
Let's show you the replay, and if you're a little bit squeamish at home, look at the back leg. That is a calf muscle blowing out, right? Look at that. Ooh. That is scary to watch.
that hurts up here.
Yeah, it does.
It's important to win Game 1.
Down a left field line, hooked off the bat of Payton. That is a fair ball into the corner. And Jay in with a stand-up double. 3-2 to Chavez. Ball 4. So the Athletics putting them on again. It's the third straight inning. They've had 2 runners on base with 1 or less out. Took something off. And it's popped up in the short right field, and Polanco out there to get it. Against Rodney. On the ground. Inge is there, inning over. 8 men left on base in the first 6. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. Maglio Ordonez, first pitch swinging against a new Oakland pitcher. Kiko Calero as Chavez throws out Ordonez. Pitching this at bat coming from Calero. And it's laced into right field, a 1-out single by Guillen. In the 4th inning. And that one served into right field, a base hit. Bradley getting to it quickly. And advancing 90 feet is Guillen. And a 2-2 pitch coming. Runner going to second. And it's in the air to short right field. And waiting on it is Bradley for the second out of the inning. And Rodriguez aboard with 2 away. And it's popped up. Right side of the infield. Jimenez is there. And the Tigers leave 2. Oakland coming back, down 5. 3-2 the count on Jimenez. And there's strike 3 call. 1-1 to Kendall. Cue shot off the end of the bat. A lot of spin on that ball. And then Guillen cannot find the handle. There's so much English on that ball. After it was a cue shot off the end of the bat, that'll be ruled an error on Guillen. 2-2 to count. And it's pulled to the right side. Guillen. And now the return throw to the covering Rodney is in time. 4th double play turn by the Tigers defense tonight. For Player, as he has issued a 4-pitch walk to Inge, who is on base for the 4th time tonight. So the leadoff man aboard. Let's quickly for starters for the Oakland Athletics in this series. That one pulled to the right side. They get the lead runner. That's all they're going to get. Granderson, that first one away. Not a single one in either league. Fly ball into center field. Coxey back to get it. Fly ball into right field. This should end the inning. And it will. So a tall order for the Athletics. They're down by 5. And here comes Big Zamaya.
What an advantage.
Well, Bradley, a couple of good swings. This one driven into deep left center field. And don't tell Milton Bradley about that Joel Zamaya hard stuff. 3-2 to the big hurt. Runner going to third and a ground ball to the left side. That throw nearly pulled Guillen off the back.
You'd rather have a man on third with 1 out.
And right now it's going to bring in a run.
And bring in a run.
Kick save
out of first.
Zamaya's going to get an assist on this play, and he kicked it over to Inge at third. There's an argument at first because they don't think that Peyton was out. Very close play.
Umpire.
I'd have been a lot better.
In a deep left center field, Granderson in front of the wall has room, and that'll end the inning. So the A's get on the board. We go to the 9th. 5-1 Detroit. Blanton can't throw it by him. And he draws a leadoff walk.
Got it. And Gonzalez, another Tampa native.
That's right. Tigers coaching staff as their strike 3 to Pudge Rodriguez for the 2nd out of the inning. Yeah, had a little bit of time with Jimmy Leland there, a number of years. Fly ball into center field, and that will end it. So here we go. In the bottom of the 9th, Todd Jones coming in.
That quick.
4 in a row out of the strike zone to start the 9th inning.
That's not the typical Todd Jones.
1-1 pitch. Popped up. Polanco out to get it. Sudero retired for the first out here in the Oakland 9th inning. Bouncing ball, slowly hit, and Polanco just going to take the sure out.
Well, that was a good play by Polanco.
Jason Kendall lifts a fly ball to right, and this ought to do it. So the Detroit Tigers playing in the American League Championship Series for the first time since 1987 come to Oakland and win Game 1. And again, dominant pitching for Jim Leland's club, the best pitching team in all of baseball. Robertson, Rodney, Zamaya, and Jones combined to allow 8 hits and only 1 run.
And it's not going to get any easier tomorrow with Verlander on the hill, who brings it at about 100 miles an hour as well.
October 10th continues to be a great day in Tigers history. They won Game 7s in both the 45 and 68 World Series.
The first thing that happened, Inge hit a homer on a fastball in. You know, he just put a good swing on it. Pretty good pitch. And, you know, after that, I started to nitpick a little bit instead of just coming right after him. And, you know, this is a playoff, so if you don't get ahead in the count, it becomes more exposed than in the regular season.
I was actually kind of looking out over the plate, and, you know, I guess my hands didn't quite cooperate with my mind. And he throws a fastball up and in, and I ended up pulling it down the line, which I'm not going to complain about. But, you know, he's a great pitcher, and you have to really be selective with him and make sure you get him in the zone because he'll make you fish for a lot of pitches.
We were dodging bullets all night from the get-go. You know, from the first inning on, we were pretty much in trouble all night. It's hard to believe that game really ended with only them having one run. That won't happen again.
Hate to put the pressure on, but second game at home, Verlander-Loaiza must win for the A's here?
Well, I mean, it's never a must-win until your back's against the wall. But, boy, you better win one here because you got Kenny Rogers pitching at home, coming off of a great start last time in Detroit against the Yankees. So you don't want to go back to Detroit on the road down 0-2. So I think it's important for the A's to get up on the board here before this thing gets away from them.
Because the momentum is clearly for the team from Motown. With Steve Phillips, John Kruk, Carl Ravitch, let's send it back to the studio.
It is another picture-perfect weather night for baseball in Oakland, California. And again, a sellout crowd on hand at McAfee Coliseum for Game 2 of this American League Championship Series. The Detroit Tigers came away winners last night in a 5-1 decision, and the Athletics trying to even the series with Esteban Loaiza on the mound tonight. And getting the ball for the Oakland Athletics, won 11 games during the regular year against 9 defeats. An ERA a shade under 5 is Esteban Loaiza. And his pitcher profile is brought to you by your Exxon and Mobil retailers. Went on the disabled list early in the year, was really struggling at an ERA of over 8 through the first month and a half. Granderson lifts a fly ball into left field, and room at the track for Jay Payton. One away. 1-2 delivery. And it's on the outside corner, strike 3. He was out with that separated shoulder. The Tigers really struggled. And there's a base hit that finds a hole into left field. Struck him out. One hit, one left. The Athletics set to square off with Justin Verlander when we return. Right-hander Justin Verlander. A 17-game winner during the regular season. His pitcher profile brought to you by your Exxon and Mobil retailers.
17 wins as a rookie. He's got that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He's got to have a good feel of the curveball to be effective.
Kendall, a fly ball in the short right center field. Polanco out to get it. One away. That one lined into right center field. And knocking it down is Ordonez, but couldn't field it cleanly. So Kotsay into second with a stand-up double. Good effort by Ordonez.
Swept a series.
That one gets away from Rodriguez. And advancing on to third is Kotsay. Low-scoring affair. And a soft liner out of the reach of Polanco. And by bringing the infield in, rather than a soft line drive out, it is 1-0 A's.
Down 3-0 before you figure it out.
Strike 3, Thomas gone. 2 away in the inning. And to the count on Chavez. Lined hard into center field. Granderson is there. And in the sunshine makes the catch. But the A's jump on Verlander for a run in the opening inning. He makes only his 5th start of the entire season at first base. That one driven down the left field line and up against the wall. A leadoff double for Guillen. Hitting with runners in scoring position. And right here, he just gets a job done. Yep. Advancing the runner on to third. That is a big league piece of hitting right there by one of the all-time greats. He does put the bat on the ball. This one into deep right field. Milton Bradley, a nice running grab. But tagging and scoring is Guillen. The Tigers get him on, get him over, and get him in.
Well, that's classic playoff baseball.
You ought to go down and talk to your buddy as Alexis Gomez getting his first start of this series. Lines it to Bradley in right field. We'll get one more look at those shades. 1-1 game. Bottom half of the second inning, game 2 of this American League Championship Series. A 1-1 game, and Jay Payton to lead things off. First pitch swinging. A high fly ball into left field. 1 pitch and 1 out. But there are a lot of good baseball players that come out of the Midwestern part of the country. There's strike 3 called to Swisher. A breaking ball in the outside corner. Here's a 1-2. What a breaking ball by Verlander. He strikes out 2 of the 3 in the inning.
I think he found the
RBI. And then in game 1, 3 for 3 with a home run and 2 batted in. He pops it up to the second baseman, Jimenez. 1 away. Breaking ball popped up by Granderson.
When's that going to come down?
Oh, Kendall had to battle that one now. To Perez. One hopper back to Loaiza, who sails through the third in 1-2-3 fashion after 2.5 a 1-1 game. 1-1 to Jimenez, and he pops it up right side of the infield. Polanco is there for the first out. 2 hopper to Perez, who charges, throws, got him. You know one thing.
Where's Kenny Rogers on that list?
Into left field, and Kotze, another extra base hit. 2 at-bats, 2 doubles after bouncing into 2 double plays last night. Now Milton Bradley. In the air, right center field, hit well. Goodbye. Milton's fired up. Swing and a miss by Thomas, and that will end the inning. Bradley, the 2-run home run, gives Oakland a 3-1 lead. On the ground and into center field, a base hit by Polanco.
But they're having fun.
Into right field, a base hit by Ordonez, making a turn, and stopping at second is Polanco. Bradley got to that ball very quickly and has a strong and accurate throwing arm. In to one of the top players in the American League, but he's gone on strikes. A fastball thrown right by him. A 4-pitch walk to Ivan Rodriguez to load the bases. We've already line drive into center field, a base hit, 1 run will score. They're going to hold Maglio Ordonez at third. So Monroe, his second RBI of the game. The bases are loaded, and Oakland's lead is down to 1. Well, that's 3-1 pitch on the ground. Under the glove of Chavez, off the glove of Chavez, and 2 runs are going to score. So the Tigers have scored 3 times here in the 4th inning and lead for the first time tonight.
Boy, if you're Ken Maka, that's not what you want to see. Able to do that.
Line drive into center field. Kotze makes a catch, tagging from third and coming in to score. Whoa, what a throw by Kotze. I don't think Monroe felt it was going to be as close as it turned out to be. But he scores, and it's a 5-3 Detroit lead.
Monroe took a very deliberate path, leaving third base. Wanted to make sure that he didn't leave too early, but Kotze with an outstanding throwing arm. We already saw him hold Maglio Ordonez, and then a very close.
Foul tipped into the mid of Kendall, and that will stop the bleeding for Loaiza. A 4-run 4th. The Tigers lead by a pair. That golden right arm, and that's a golden breaking ball, and gone is Chavez.
More of the second half of the season is because of fatigue.
Base hit into center field by Jay Payton. So the tying run will come to the plate. He didn't tune it up, and that's 98 right by him. He's pitching this at bat. Jam shot pop up on a fastball, should in the inning. Ian got it. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. Slow roller to the right side, gobbled up by Jimenez, 1 away. Down the right field line, that will fall in a base hit for Placido Polanco, and he is 3 for 3 tonight. Boy, you can't talk enough about Polanco. Oh. Right back to the mound. Can they turn the double play? They do. A's come to bat in the bottom of the 5th, trailing by a pair. Pull to the right side. Polanco from his back. Not in time. What an effort by Placido Polanco. And a slow roller left side, Inge charging. He'll play to first. And Guillen got the foot on the bag after the high throw.
Positive domino effect.
4-pitch walk. Boy, and that is not the time you want the walk with a guy who's coming up now. Into shallow center field. Another fastball. And Granderson's there for the second out of the inning. Verlander gets Thomas on a ground ball down to third, and the struggles continue for Frank Thomas since hitting 2 home runs in the division series. He's hitless in the LCS. Swung on and missed by Guillen. 1 away. Here's tonight's Search Sports injury. Line 1 hopper. Nice play by Jimenez. 2 away. 7th pitch of the game by Loaiza. And that one is shot into right center field. A base hit by Monroe. And he makes a turn and advances on to second. So a real good night today. Steve Lyons, you said you liked the matchup of Monroe against Loaiza despite. That ball hammered by Gomez in a deep right center field. And the magic touch indeed continues for Jim Leyland. Gomez in a lineup has knocked in 4 runs tonight. And it is 7-3 Tigers here in the 6th inning.
Well, what did Jim say in the manager's office before the ball game? I put this young man out there. He just might run into one.
What time is it?
7 o'clock now. They talked about him being a great batting practice hitter with a ton of power.
Saw Godin again throwing in the bullpen. Off the end of the bat, a fly ball to Kotze, and that's that. But Loaiza through 6 innings tonight has given up 7 runs.
For Corey Lytle, Ken Maka.
A ball in the air way back into right center field, and Chavez plays long ball. Of course, Chavez and Barry Zito were both here when Corey Lytle was here. Lined into left field. It hangs up there long enough for Monroe to get it. Couple of hard hit balls to begin this 6th against Verlander. 25-year-old left-hander Wilfredo Ledesma takes over on the mound. Began the year at AAA Toledo before joining. Swisher takes a walk. Good at bat.
Good at bat.
Big hole on the right side. And Scudero, first pitch, Hacken pops it up. 1 away. Fly ball into left center field. This should do it, and it will. The home run by Chavez makes it a 7-4 game back after a break from your local Fox station. Is Chad Godin. Base hit into right field on the first pitch by Curtis Granderson. That's his first hit tonight, 3rd in the first 2 games.
2 innings.
As he does indeed put down the bunt perfectly.
It's tack on runs. The other team has to score 2.
While we have
middle part of the lineup coming up, you're looking to give up a big inning.
So you don't agree with the move here by Ken Maka?
Well, I'm not saying that I don't agree. What I'm saying basically is that base runners score.
This could be that double play, and they barely get the out at second. Lined, caught by the shortstop Scudero. So the A's will bat last to the 7th, trailing by 3. Popped up. 1 away as we begin the 7th. 0-2 pitch. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. No chance. 2 away.
This inning, if they all come up to the plate.
High drive. drive into deep left center field, and Bradley has homered for the second time tonight. And now it's a two-run game.
Right-handed, nearly as many home runs.
Struck him out. Frank Thomas, 4 at-bats, has struck out 3 times. We go to the 8th. The Tigers lead by 2. On the ground to the shortstop. 1 away.
But he didn't want to
use the shoulders. He tried to get out of the way, and the ball just kept finding him.
Monroe, a swing and a miss for strike 3. Boy, he's had a good night tonight, though. Bouncing ball up the middle. Jimenez whiffed it.
And that's where Oakland misses Ellis. A few balls tonight have found that hole up the middle.
He's done. Bouncing ball down to third. Chavez, the short way to win the inning. So here come the Athletics in the 8th. Chavez, Payton, Swisher. They're hoping for more. 7-5 in game 2 of this championship series, and Chavez gone swinging. Swing and a miss by Payton. Foul tipped. In fact, into the mid of Ivan Rodriguez. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rodney. Threw a fastball at 98 right by him. Fernando Rodney fans the side in the 8th. At the end of 8, when the Tigers lead, they're 83-4. 3-1 on Granderson. That ball kissed into deep right center field. Racing back is Kotze. Gone. Granderson, his 3rd home run of this postseason, and what a big one that one is. The spread goes from 2 to 3. And it's in the air left field. Should be the first out of the inning, and it is. Well,
speak for yourself, all nicked up over there with your head the way it is.
And all of a sudden, you got to face
a 9-inning game into a 7-inning game.
On the ground. And that'll end the inning, but Street gives up the home run to Granderson. And Leland going to let him know that Todd Jones is coming from the pen. Trying to decide whether it would be Esteban Loaiza or Rich Harden to start this game, too. The vote wound up 5-5 as Scudero has gone looking to begin the 9th. Championship series record. And make it 6.
Well, that's about 13 strikeouts tonight for the Detroit Tiger pitching staff.
And strikeouts. Soft liner in the right field finds a hole. 3-2 to Kotze. And a little flare into left center field, and Bradley will bat. Representing the tying run.
Up in their seats.
And a soft liner over the mound. This could be a hit throw, not in time. What a moment for Thomas here at the bottom of the 9th. High fly ball. Outfield very deep, but Granderson charging hard, and the Tigers nail it down. And they've come to Oakland in this league championship series and won the first 2 games on enemy turf.
Boy, that shows you how this game is. I mean, you talk about a game of inches. Forget about.
We're up 2-0. We're going back to Detroit, and everybody back home in Alabama saw me play. It was great. We had a good time.
It's a great moment. Just talk about that at-bat with Frank and what that last pitch was that got him.
Well, heck, I mean, you know, I got to go at him as hard as I can, and he popped a fastball up. I got away with one, but you know, I mean, you just stay confident and try to keep your composure. You know, the bullpen did awesome tonight, and I'm just trying to finish it off.
All right, congratulations.
Welcome to the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, where a sellout crowd at Comerica Park is bundled up. Game time temperature in the low 40s, and with the wind chill, by nightfall we could be down in the teens. This is Game 3. of the American League Championship Series between the Oakland Athletics and the Detroit Tigers. The A's trail 2 games to none. And a pleasant good afternoon to you. I'm Tom Brenneman. Welcome to postseason baseball on Fox. As you know, the A's are trying to do something that's never been done in League Championship Series before. Lose the first 2 games at home and come back to win the series. Off the brilliant division series start against the New York Yankees, his first ever postseason win is 41-year-old left-hander Kenny Rogers, a 17-game winner during the regular season, and his pitcher profile is brought to you by your Exxon and Mobil retailers. Kenny run average of nearly 6.5 in 10 games, 6 of them starts. On the ground, deep in the hole at short, and Kendall starts things for Oakland with an infield hit.
Played a game in the 40s since April.
Popped up in the foul ground. Inge. What a play by Brandon Inge.
Watch this. He doesn't even care that there's a wall in his way. He's going for the ball. Total concentration. Little snow cone. Ball almost pops out of there. Maybe the fan helped him keep the ball in his glove.
Well, he got lucky that the fan kept him on the field, because if you catch that ball on the field and go into the stands, the base runner advances the base.
Wouldn't have melted today. Straight away center field off the bat of Milton Bradley. Anderson thought it was hit well. It was hit off the end of the bat. And Bradley, who has 6 home runs in his first 9 at-bats, is out on the first pitch from Rogers, 2 away. Drills him in the left thigh with a fastball. Into 140 on the ground to Brandon Inge. A couple of nice plays, including one of the spectacular variety by Inge. But he's been on the disabled list every season the last 3 years. And a 4-pitch walk starts the game.
He made a start in instructional league because he didn't get the pitch in the divisional series.
I think the runner will be going here on this 3-2 pitch.
He is. And a base hit through the vacant hole. Granderson makes the turn and goes to third, and here come the Tigers. Base hit into right center field. Scoring is Granderson. Monroe makes a turn and goes to third. It's 1-0 Tigers. Polanco delivers again. On the ground, deep in the hole. They get the force play at second. Scoring from third is Monroe. Very hard slide there by Polanco to make sure they couldn't turn the double play. 2-0 Tigers. On the ground, down to first. Swisher for the out there. Throw back to first. The covering Harden. The double play ends the inning, but not before the Tigers jump in front. 2-0. And the 0-2 from Rogers. Breaking ball left in the middle of the plate. In the air to right center field, but this ballpark plays very big in that park. And falling quickly. Swisher draws a 1-out walk.
You've got
in the air right field, over to get it is Maglia Ordonez for the second out.
Your eyes, they get watery. If the wind
to the left side, Inge is there. The inning is over. A walk, 1 left after an inning and a half. Tigers in front, 2-0. Broken bat, soft liner at Jimenez, 1 away.
And we told
Omar Infante, and it's ball 4. The second walk issued by Rich Harden. On the ground, they'll have to hurry. Turned by Jimenez, and not in time to get in. Very slowly hit ball, and Inge able to leg it out. 3-2 on Santiago. Runner goes, and it's ball 4 inside. Second walk of the inning, third walk in the game. Is the weather having an effect on this? A 4-pitch walk to Granderson to load him up for Monroe. Which he did, and he got it to strike out. So Harden walks him loaded, leaves him loaded. 2-0 at the end of 2. On the ground in Santiago, far to his left, picks it up and throws out Kendall. That's why Jim Leland put him in the lineup. 2-2 to Katse. Strike 3 called and Mark Miller. Must have been looking breaking ball. That's a fastball right down the can. How about that? A 1-2-3 third for Kenny Rogers. Still 2-0 Tigers in game 3. In the air down the left field line towards the corner. Fair ball. Over to get it is Bradley, and Polanco with a 2-base hit to begin the Tigers' third. Didn't hit it hard, but hit it in the right spot.
Ordonez should try to go that way with the ball.
Slow roller up the third base line. That is a fair ball. A very poor at bat by Ordonez. I mean, he's your cleanup hitter and trying to knock in runs, but he doesn't even advance the runner on that weak ground ball. And staying at second base is Polanco. Went to Central Arizona Junior College. That ball in the air into right center field. Katse is there for the second out.
8 against him in the first 3 innings. Not today.
Strike 3-2. Rodriguez will end the inning.
Fans had never seen that kind of emotion. Nobody had seen that kind of emotion out of Kenny Rogers.
1-2 pitch. Fastball locks up Thomas, and the struggles for the Oakland slugger continue. Gotta wonder why he's arguing that pitch.
Here in the count.
Jay Payton, first pitch swinging, and he's out number 2. And 2 on Infante. Bouncing ball up the middle into center field, a base hit. So there you go again. Infante in the lineup. He's been on base twice. Swing and a miss. He threw a fastball right by him. Big lead over there by Infante. There he goes. And nobody covered second base for the Athletics. Holy Moses. Runner at second, 1 gone. Payoff pitch. Into center field, a sinking liner. Katse makes a catch. And hustling back to the bag is Infante. He had gone about a little more than halfway before realizing that Katse had a chance to get to it, which he did.
Junior in center field.
In the air, right center field. Katse on the run and will flag it down in front of the track. A couple of huge plays in the inning by Katse. And we're back after a break from your local Fox station.
Quiet at the plate.
Hinge behind the bag with a strong throwing arm. 1 away.
Their nickname, the Planners.
Base hit into right field off the bat of Marco Scutaro.
He probably...
While playing for the Rangers, wound up suspended 20 games. There's a roller down to third. Can they turn 2? The answer is yes. Months with a sore elbow. In the air, well hit by Monroe. Is it 3-0 Tigers? You betcha. His third postseason home run, his first in this league championship series.
This kid is some kind of fastball hitter, too. Goodness, this one's right down Broadway. Went down and got it. He's a low ball hitter for a right-hander.
Soft liner caught by Swisher at first off the bat of Polanco.
Trying to keep him off balance, and that's his game. He's not throwing quite as hard as he did the other day, but he's pitching pretty good, obviously.
All right, thanks a lot, Jim.
Okay.
Jason lost 119 games 3 years ago.
Fly ball to center field, and that'll end the inning. The solo home run. by the Tiger left fielder. Makes it 3-0 after 5. Has not allowed a single run in 2 starts this postseason. Sinking liner, Ordonez slides into it for out number 1. Kotze 0 for 2, and this should be 0 for 3 on the ground ball to Santiago. 3-2 the count on Bradley. Crowd still standing, cheering, willing Rogers to end the 6th. Which he does. Their outstanding reliever has been unavailable the last couple of games with pain in his neck. Pudge a soft line drive at Jimenez. Rage 9 outs to play with. They've only managed a grand total of 2 base hits. That's hard,
but they can't score.
There's a walk. And do you go get him now or leave him in to face Santiago?
I think they're going to go get him.
In the short left field, Bradley's got it with Payton, and that will end the inning. We're back to Detroit after a break from your local Fox station. Hits, no runs. Mike Thomas, first pitch swinging. And that is not his M.O., and that's how things are going for Thomas. Still without a hit in this league championship series. 1-2 the count on Jay Payton. And he's 0 for 3. 6 strikeouts for Kenny Rogers.
There's some of the emotion that we've been waiting to see out of Rogers.
Slow tapper to the right side, and Kenny Rogers, 7 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Marker was trying to conduct an interview as there's ball 4 to Granderson, and all of it was talking about why not using Dutcher. He's hurt.
Just a straight steal.
There goes a runner. Taken inside. No chance to get him.
That's the base stealing speed that Granderson has. Jim.
Did he go the appeal? No, says Chuck Merriweather. And that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks now here in the 7th by Godin. 0-1. And he puts down the bunt. They're going to third. They got the out. What a play by Godin. On Ordonez. And a ground ball to short. Can they turn 2? There's 1. Throw to first in the dirt. Swisher able to get a glove on him, but can't pick it cleanly.
And again.
Tapper down to third, and that'll end the inning. So the A's wiggle off the hook. We move to the 8th. 3-0 Detroit. Payoff pitch. Ball 4.
Good at bat.
A really patient at bat. I swish.
Once Rodney yet, he might be talking things over with Rogers. He's going to leave him in.
That's showing his veteran pitcher a ton of respect.
Boy, that's one of the things you love about Jim Leyland. Not one of those guys to play everything by the book. Lou, 2-2. Grounded down to third. Inge to second. The turn. Not in time. Standing ovation. What a sensational outing again tonight by this postseason off-maligned left-hander Kenny Rogers. Double play ball here. Look at Polanco. And the throw is in time. Guillen got the toe on the bag.
Game 1.
Rodriguez fights one off. Lifts a fly ball in the right field. Bradley's got it. 1 away. 3-2 pitch. Served into center field. A base hit by Gomez. Two on Inge. Struck him out. Here's tonight's WebMD injury report. We'll fill 9th inning. They'll have a top of the order. Kendall, Kotsay, and Bradley coming up. On the ground, off the mound. And Tiger actually gets to touch the ball. Welcome to the big league, son. We're going to the 9th. 3-0 Tigers.
Well,
Tapper left side. Inge charges. Fields cleanly. 1 away. Slow roller up the middle. Going to be a tough play for Polanco, and he made it. Bradley on the ground up the middle. Santiago throws. The Tigers have a 3-0 lead. A win away from their first trip to the World Series since 1984.
He was unhittable today, honestly. There were balls that he threw for strikes that pretty much, I mean, these balls that he's throwing for strikes aren't even hittable. So this is as good as I've ever seen him. He's on top of his game at the right time of year.
Yeah, great.
Polanco, 4 of 8 career postseason RBI this year. 4 of his 8 career postseason RBI coming this year. Kenny Rogers once again doing the job. 7 1/3, 2 hits, 6 Ks. Kenny Rogers with Pedro Gomez moments after the game.
Kenny, what is it about turning age 40 that has turned you into the postseason pitcher that you have become?
Well, I would think a lot of it's because of past failures, and I try to learn from those. So in the past, it's been difficult to control your emotions. I tried probably the wrong way to understand how to go out there and compete in the postseason, but instead of taking the emotions out of it, I've tried to incorporate them into my game just to help me be a better pitcher, and it's working so far.
Ken.
Jim, you've seen plenty of postseason action both in the dugout and elsewhere. Have you seen many back-to-back dominant performances like Kenny has put together here?
Well, unfortunately, I saw the Braves in the 90s. I saw quite a bit of Mr. Smoltz, who I think is the best postseason pitcher I've ever seen. So, but I can tell you this: I mean, it couldn't be any better. I mean, it's a little bit different type of stuff and everything, but nobody could have pitched better than what Kenny's pitched the last 2 outings. I mean, that's, you know, including John Smoltz, who, like I said, is the best postseason pitcher I've ever seen.
All right, Jeff, only one team has ever come back from a 3-0 hole to do it. Boston did it back in 2004. Oakland have any chance? They got some nice pitchers lined up.
Well, I personally don't think that they have any chance, but if they do have a chance, it's got to be from the offensive side, and it's really got to come from Chavez, it's got to come from Milton Bradley, and it's got to come from Frank Thomas. That's been their offense all year long. If they're going to beat the Detroit Tigers, they're going to have to outscore them. Their pitching's been great. They just got to hit the baseball.
Danny Herron and Jeremy Bonderman, what's key for Herron tomorrow?
Well, Herron's going to be throwing a lot of strikes early in the ball game and try to keep his team in this ball game early.
All right, we shall see what happens. It is tomorrow. Game 4 of the ALCS, do or die for the Oakland Athletics. Detroit Tigers could be going back to the World Series for the first time since 1984 if they get it done tomorrow. And so far, so good. They're looking really good.
It is a gorgeous fall day in the Motor City, Detroit. The Tigers are trying to advance to the World Series. The A's are looking for 1 win. We welcome you to sold-out Comerica Park in downtown Detroit, Michigan. It's Game 4 of this American League Championship Series. As the A's are trying to survive, the Tigers are trying to advance. Bonderman, a 14-game winner against 8 losses during the regular year.
For Jeremy Bonderman, no need to overthrow because he has to trust his stuff. Bear down on lefties. You already mentioned, Tom, how lefties hit better than righters against him, and really trust and feed out this whole environment.
And the environment alive already. Strike 3 called to Kendall. And Jason disagrees with Chuck Merriweather. Bonderman's career at 283. And there's ball 4 to Kotsay. To this at bat, runner goes again, and it's in the air, driven into left center field. Granderson on the run at the warning track, cannot get it up against the wall. Kotze on his way to third. They're going to wave him around. Santiago will not throw to the plate, and Milton Bradley with a run-scoring double to left center field gives Oakland a 1-0 lead in the opening inning. Again, a 3-2 to Thomas. In the air, foul territory. The wind may bring this back. Yep, Guillen is there for the second out. Pulled fair up the first base line, and a fan reaches over, which allows Milton Bradley to just put it on cruise control. So Swisher watching and congratulating Milton Bradley. 1-2 to Payton. In the dirt, gets away from Rodriguez. And advancing on to third is Chavez. This has been a very shaky opening inning for Jeremy Bonderman. 2-2. On the ground, tough play for Inge. He's got to cut it loose. He's got a great arm and shows it off in time to get Payton. But the A's score twice. The Tigers come to bat against Danny Herron when we return. 3-2 pitch. And it's in the dirt. That's not good news for Herron, who has had his troubles in the opening inning this season. 2-2 pitch. Bottom fell out, strike 3. And there's a bouncing ball. Jimenez, a nice play, finds a handle and throws out Polanco from his knees. Jimenez has struggled at second base during this LCS, filling in for 0-2 on Ordonez. And there's that splitter again, and no chance. A pair of strikeouts in the inning for Herron. End of 1, 2-0 Athletics. Ranked Ohio State Buckeyes in the air to left field. And waiting is Craig Monroe. One away.
No question.
Marcos Scudero. A bouncing ball. A two-hopper at the first baseman, Carlos Guillen. 2 away. Let's again check in with Chris Myers. Jimenez pulls it to the right side, and Bonderman, a nice bounce-back inning, mows him down in order. Guillen, Rodriguez, Gomez coming up. Tigers trail by 2. Malta, okay. That one on the outside corner is strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Danny Herron.
Jackets on. He's not getting in the ball game. He'll stay warm the whole time.
On the ground to the shortstop, Scudero, and Ivan Rodriguez thrown out. 2 up and 2 down here in the second. Yeah, he's not on the postseason.
Throughout the season, he was actually designated for assignment twice this year by the Tigers.
Well, he golfs that one into right field. We'll take a look at the replay on that pitch. That looked about shoe top high. Pitch in the dirt all the way to the screen, and Gomez in the scoring position. Boy, what a nasty splitter that is. Herron has working here today. That's 4 strikeouts. 2-0 Athletics.
Purposely wanted to dirty up the jersey. They used a tire track to go over the jersey to make it look.
Is going to pitch Zamaya in game 3. That ball smoked into right, but right at Ordonez. 2 are out in the inning.
Saw that and said, oh, he's throwing strikes. You better swing.
That one dropped into left center field off the bat of Bradley, and he is still feeling a lot of pain over there at first base. Thomas lifts a fly ball in a straightaway center field. Easy for Granderson, and Frank Thomas is 0 for 12 in the LCS.
Kenny Rogers and I were teammates at Double-A.
Bunted up the first base line by Santiago, and he is thrown out by Danny Herron. Saw the grip. Here it is. See you later.
Thinking softer, not harder.
And there's strike 3 called a fastball right down the can. Monroe was looking for the splitter. 6 strikeouts for Herron. Chavez to begin things with Oakland leading 2-0. One more hit than they had in 9 innings yesterday. And Eric Chavez, first pitch swinging, a fly ball at Granderson in center field. 1 away. In the air, pretty well hit off the bat of Jay Payton. Monroe back to the wall, looks up, goodbye. Jay Payton, his first home run of his postseason, and it gives Oakland a 3-0 lead in the fourth.
This is the momentum that Oakland has been waiting for the whole series. Some good.
Even pitch to Swisher is into right field. This one will stay fair, and there's Nick Swisher's first base hit of this league championship series. Swisher, a very hard turn around the first base bag, and that's the way Nick Swisher plays the game. Slow little roller by the mound. Inge is there. What a nice play by Brandon Inge. On the second goes Swisher, 2 gone.
He's playing.
In the air, right center field. Anderson is there, to left in, but Jay Payton makes it a 3-0 lead in favor of the A's, hitting his first postseason home run this year.
They held him in the 4th spot in this rotation.
And look at Polanco to start things here in the bottom of the 4th inning with a base hit. Ordonez got jammed with that pitch. Lifts a fly ball in the short left center. Coxey's got it, 1 away.
Oh, Tom,
but because of the injury to Sean Casey, he's hitting 3 now. We'll take him out of the mix. On the second, and in there safely is Polanco on that pitch in the dirt. Ball 4, and Detroit has something working against Tarrant in the 4th inning. That was abuse, that at bat.
Well, 5 o'clock power.
And that bat splintered all over the infield. And that'll end the inning. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. The 2004 Boston Red Sox came back to win, trailing 3-0. Santiago throws out Kendall to begin the 5th.
From Leland, I never realized that he spent so much time in the minor leagues. He really learned his trade well.
He said he got himself in a little bit of hot water. We'll talk about that in a moment. As Bradley pops one up down the right field line, Ordonez is there. A 1-2-3 5th for Bonderman. Bottom 3rd in the order coming up. Pounded into the ground. That is a fair ball, and the throw gets by Swisher and into the stands. Well, you got to wonder if Chavez, even with a good throw, would have had it there in time to get in. Solid work there by Santiago. He advances the runner with a ground ball to the right side, 1 away. We caught it.
It's a complete package.
And he hit it into right center field. A base hit to bring in Brandon Inge. Granderson to second, to slide, to throw. He's safe. That ball hammered into left field, and Payton cannot get it. It goes to the wall, and Granderson will score. Monroe to second, a 1-run game. Bullpen, 3-1. Got a fastball, hit a line drive, and a double play will end the inning. That is bad base running there by Monroe. Tigers get 2 and trail by a run. 3-0 on Thomas. And ball 4 up and in. Oh, Frank. Well, you really got to wonder about Chavez in this series. There's a bouncing ball, and they get the lead runner. This should be a double play ball. And a little confusion over there, and they can't turn the double play. Polanco not feeding. So they cut down the lead runner. And that 2-1 delivery. Rolled over to the first baseman, and that will end the inning. The Tigers back in the dugout. They trail by 1. And as the sun falls into the western sky, It's getting chilly. We begin the bottom of the 6th. A bullet into left field. We're tied. Left a vapor trail off the bat of Maglio Ordonez, and we're even in the 6th.
That was a serious linea right out of here. The minute I made contact, he knew he had a chance. Short, compact swing, picked up the ball quite early right here. Spinner didn't do much.
Well, just a hanging breaking ball that.
Ordonez, his first home run of this league championship series. And there's a rocket into right field by Guillen. Aaron with 86 pitches. He takes over on the mound. On the ground, Chavez can't find a handle, throws from his knees and got him at first. What a play by Chavez, who's had a hard time in this series. Now Gomez, they're going to leave him in to hit. There's a check swing on his way to third, and what an aggressive play there by Carlos Guillen. Struck him out after coming back from 3 balls and no strikes. A complete reverse of what you generally expect from a left-hander coming out of your bullpen. Left-handed batters have had unbelievable success against Kennedy. Fly ball into left field is playable for Jay Payton. And that will end the inning. Ordonez ties the game with a leadoff home run. We're back after a break from your local Fox station. Payton. On the ground in the hole, Santiago silky smooth, 1 away. Strike 3 called, a fastball in the inside corner, and Jimenez can't believe it. Off the body of Bonderman and into right field. That'll be a base hit for Kendall. I want to see if Bonderman, a huge round of ovation. He has been big time again in the postseason for the Tigers. Three-two pitch. Breaking ball struck him out. The inning is over. Top of the order coming up for the Tigers. Granderson, Monroe, Polanco. Loose down in the bullpen. Fly ball into left field. Room out there for Payton. 1 away. Payoff pitch. He takes just under the knees, ball 4. And it's into center field. This will fall a hit. Patsy over to cut it off. So the go-ahead run now stands in scoring position. Polanco, his second hit in 4 at-bats. 3-2 on Ordonez. Here it comes. Ball 4. And they are loaded for Guillen, the best Detroit hitter in their lineup. In 5 games over San Diego. On the ground, this could be 2. Chavez, the throw, in time. And Street gets the double play. And we march on to the 8th inning, tied at 3. 1 to Milton Bradley, and a base hit into left field. Instead, it's a double play ball, and Thomas still hitless in the series. A 4-pitch walk to Chavez, so it will be the right-hander Greeley. Back-to-back walks by Greeley. And now Swisher will come to the plate. And we'll see. 3-0 pitch. 12 straight balls thrown by Greeley. And they are loaded. Now does Jim Leyland stay with this right-hander?
to face Scudero or bring in the reliever Minor from the bullpen, maybe to just throw a strike against Ledesma. And there's a strike finally after 13 balls consecutively. Beyond the LCS. In the air. Is this playable for Rodriguez? Yes. The Tigers had a chance with the bases loaded in the 7th. Failed. The A's do the same in the 8th. And 2 on Pudge Rodriguez. Did he go around the appeal? Yes, sir, says Gary Cederstrom. And Pudge knew it. And 2 to Gomez. He's gone swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts for Houston Street. Delivery. Broken back by Street. But the shortstop Scudero is there. Close play, but the inning is over. The Oakland closer nails him down 1-2-3. We will go into the 9th in a 3-3 game. It was 7 of his 8 home runs. And he pops it up. Guillen battling this one. But a shortstop by trade stays with it, playing. And that ball
back in
drilled into left center field. Over to cut it off is Monroe. And that'll be a 1-out single for Jason Kendall, representing the go-ahead run here in the 9th. Here tomorrow night. And it's popped up at Monroe in left field. 2 away. Guy at the right spot. Not this time. Fly ball into right field. Ordonez with room, and that will end the inning. Off the end of the bat. Straight away center field, easy for Kotsay, 1 away. Hit hard into right center field. On the run is Bradley, and he runs it down. Nice play by Milton Bradley, playing on a bad right quad. Base hit left center field. The winning run aboard here in the bottom of the 9th. Now Polanco, 2 more hits today. Has 8 hits and 16 at bats in this LCS. Into right center field. Bradley trying to cut it off. He will. And Granderson not going to take a chance of committing that final out at third base. Slams on the brakes.
Well, I'll tell you this. If this game ended today, Polanco's my MVP in this series.
Now Maglio Ordonez. He tied the game with a home run to left field in the 6th. And now Jason Kendall will come visit the mound. Looks very deep out there. So here we go. Winning run at second base. We're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ordonez looks at ball 1 inside.
It seemed to me right there, Tommy, he was in it for 1 pitch, breaking ball away somewhere.
Ordonez 0 for 2 in his career against Houston Street. In the air, left field. The Tigers march to the World Series. They celebrated 22 years ago today as World Series champions. And October the 14th, 2006, the Detroit Tigers are American League champions.
Swinging a fly ball, left field, it's deep, it's way back! The Tigers are going to the World Series! 3-run walk-off home run! Oh man! Ordonez around
Maglio Ordonez, a 3-run home run to win the pennant.
His strength, stay back, right through the zone extension, and let it fly and take a look at it.
No doubt about it. From the crack of the bat, this ball game was over, and what clutch hitting.
Not exactly the location that Houston Street wanted. He wanted to run that fastball in more on the hands. Not enough.
And Houston knew it when he let it go. As soon as it left the bat, and look at Leland, look at the Tigers. What a great scene here at Comerica Park in Detroit. What a wonderful, wonderful story. The Detroit Tigers, American League champions. Who would have thought, Tom Brenneman, starting the season, that we would be here seeing this in this wonderful city of Detroit.
David Dombrowski celebrating. He was a man that brought Jim Leland back to the Tiger family.
It was really exciting.
Talk about the pitch, what you were thinking. Obviously, you delivered.
He was a fastball, and I pulled it, and I hit it good, and I hit it out of the park. I'm really excited.
I know you should be. You just.
And it was exciting here. You know, our pitching, our coaches, everybody deserves this thing.
And you're not done yet. What does it mean to the city of Detroit?
A lot. You know, they be strong in the last 12 years. The last time I went to the World Series, 84, and this is for the city. They really deserve it. They support us all year round, and they deserve it.
All right, thanks. All right, you still have work to do. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maglio Ordonez, Tommy.
Lou Piniella said it a moment ago. What an unbelievable sight this is. Just to be sitting here and watching Tiger players running around the outfield, donning their American League Championship shirts and hats. Jim Leland, an extremely emotional man. There is no doubt we will see tears from him sometime later, if not shortly.
Fans here in Detroit, they stuck with us through the good and bad times, and you know it's paying off right now, and I'm hoping they're enjoying it.
Talk about Mags today.
Oh, he's unbelievable. He really is. He's been good for us the entire season, and now to get him to come through in this situation right here, couldn't ask for anything better, and not a better person to do it. And you know, I'm glad it happened the way it did. Glad it happened.
You are going to the World Series.
Yeah, you can say that as many times as you want. It'll never get old. Never get old.
We had a lot of good players. We didn't have a good team. And today, I can make the statement that we got a good team. And that's the thing I'm proudest of.
And if you're talking about big moments in your career, Kenny Rogers has been around for a long time, but he may have never pitched two better games than he did against the Yankees in the ALDS, and then the performance that he had against the Athletics. Kenny Rogers is now standing by with John Keating.
Well, he was certainly a big part of the American League Championship Series. Congratulations. This is why you came to this team, I'm guessing.
Without a doubt. I think we all play this game just to get to this point, and I don't think anybody could have expected it this quickly for us, but it's amazing when you get a group of guys that come together and play the game the right way, what we can accomplish.
What's the feeling like for you, as long as you played this game of baseball, when you see Maglio Ordonez hit that one out?
You know, I wasn't wanting to jump and enjoy until I knew it was over the fence, because you never know. But when it went over, I think everyone here, we're just elated, we're excited. We wanted to make sure we could do this here at home with our fans to see it and all that, because you just can't understand just how much excitement they have given to this field when we're on here. It adds the adrenaline for us, but you just want to reward them for their, if you want to say, endurance to wait for this many years so we could get to the playoffs like this. So it's I think we all have a proud moment here.
Look around here.
Ian?
How does this feel for you personally to be the MVP of the ALCS?
Wow. It's hard to make it to the playoff. It's hard to win. It's even harder to do this, you know. So I think it's just, like I said, it's very special, and I have to thank the hitting coach that really worked hard with me, because I was out for a month and a half, and then when I came back, taking extra swings, and the Van Slyke did a great job pitching, throwing a lot of BP, and the trainers. I mean, it's just I can't stop everybody.
And we're
just having a good time.
Have you met Pudge Rodriguez?
Hey, me partner. We continue to battle, and you can't explain this. What a great time for this team and this organization.
What did you think when you saw the ball leave Mag's bat?
I said it. I said, you know what? We're going to the World Series, because there was no doubt that that ball there was going over the fence. And what a great at bat to be able to keep his poise in our environment and get it done. Thank you.
Will Curtis Granderson, I think. There is no one who made a faster lap of Comerica Park than you did, celebrating this with this town's fans. Tell me about that moment.
Get a chance to involve the fans, the dedication that they've had, the diehard, what they've wanted, to go ahead and give it back to them. That's what we've been trying to do. We consider them our 10th man, and they've been doing it. They've done every bit of it.
What did it mean to you?
It's great. This is what you dream about, especially to go ahead and get somebody to get a game-winning home run and do it. It's starting to set in a little bit, even more. Like I mentioned earlier today, it was just a regular day.
Was this a